Hey guys, Zolfuri here, and welcome to Guild Wars 2 Weekly, your weekly source of Guild Wars 2 news and info. Today we are not going to have a lore feature. That's because we are going through the series on the Elder Dragons, and this week's dragon is the Deep Sea Dragon, and there's really not a whole lot on him. So instead we're just going to recap Asura Week, which was last week. So Asura Week was really cool. We got to see a lot of articles that really fleshed out this race. And that was really cool for me because I haven't played Eye of the North very much and I still don't know a whole lot about them, except for just what I've read on the wiki. But anyways, the first article that we saw was by Matthew Barrett on designing the Asura. In this article, he talked about how he came up with the design for the Asura. We've got 3 different concept art pictures, and it's kind of interesting to see their evolution, sort of, towards their current state. And this was actually a really fascinating read for me. Anyways, moving on, we have this short story by Jeff Grubb, who is ArenaNet's lore master. And this one's called Mr. Sparkles, A Tale of the Asura. This article is pretty long, but as far as short stories are concerned, it's nothing terribly lengthy. I'd actually like to do an audiobook of this, and you could be looking forward to that in sometime in the next week or so. Next, we have this article called Ambition on a Grand Scale by Matthew Barrett, where he talks about the environment art. This one's really cool, and he goes into how he ended up designing the look and feel of all of the different structures and buildings that the Asura have. They definitely have a very unique design to their architecture, and it was really fascinating to get an inside look as to how all of that came about. Moving on, we have another article by Jeff Grubb, and this one's called Hey Buka. It's in the format of a Q&A with an Asura. And this Asura provides some pretty snarky answers to some pretty basic questions, and it's pretty funny. You should go check that one out, definitely. Next up, we have this article by Angel McCoy on writing the Asura. It's a little bit on the lengthy side, but it has a whole lot of audio clips, so you should definitely go check that out. Next up, the Asura page on GuildWars2.com was reworked, with all new lore and these 2 new wallpapers. I really like both of these, and there's a download link on this page. And this page, along with everything else talked about, is in the description below. Next up, we have this article by Heron Pryor on animating the Asura. Moving on to the final thing for Asura Week, which is this very lengthy narrative blog post by Rhys Osby. This goes into a whole lot of lore and tells a little bit of a story along with it. It's a pretty dang lengthy article, but it's really good, and you should definitely go check that out. But anyways, that's me done for the day. I certainly hope you enjoyed it. Again, links to all of these articles in the description below. Be sure to tune in on Thursday, where we will go into the lore of the Asura. And also, be sure to tune in next Monday, where we will look at the last Elder Dragon, Kralkatorrik. But until then, I'm Zolfuri, and I'll see you guys around.